Hi there Cancer, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be a weekly intuitive reading for November 16th through to the 22nd. Cancer, big thank you for all of your supportive comments on my face to camera achievement of getting over my shyness. You guys are the best, and I have the best viewers ever, and I don't believe there was like one mean nasty comment or anything, so thanks for that. In other news, here in Melbourne, Australia, I'm enjoying some freedoms after 8 long months of pretty much being in here reading tarot and not leaving the house. Our gyms opened up yesterday, so let's just say it's a really good thing that I'm sitting here doing this because I'm in a whole world of pain. But it is amazing, but I'm also sending lots of thoughts and lots of healing energy for those of you that are going back into necessary lockdowns at the moment. I really do understand what it's like to go through that, having been in one of the strictest lockdowns this year. So know that I'm thinking about you guys, and mental health first. Take the time to meditate, look after yourself, and up the self-care as well. So let's jump in. I will be starting with the Work Your Light Oracle, going to an overarching card from the Moonchild Tarot, and then using the Rider-Waite and the Starchild Tarot to get out your full message. So Cancer, let's give these a good shuffle until the one shows itself to us. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. I don't know what you believe in, Cancer, but you could look at this as in this life as if you want to. I mean, what patterns are you releasing and letting go of that may have held you back? I mean, we're in Scorpio season, so it's an ideal time to let go, to release, to purge, to clear the slate, to create more space to usher in the new. And you know, if you can see these kind of little fairy things in this card, it's about liberation. It's about releasing the density, releasing the weight. And this is what's happening, I believe, on a global scale at the moment this year. I mean, for us to move towards, you know, that time of heaven, the Great Awakening that all the great spiritual texts talk about, we have to release the density as well. And that's going to bring all of that up to the surface before the good stuff happens. So that's why we're seeing all the chaos, you know, not only in our systems, but, you know, Mother Gaia as well, you know, with all the crazy weather patterns and everything that is happening. So that's what I think is going on anyway. So of course it's, you know, what's happening on the macro is happening on the micro and vice versa. So let's get your overarching tarot card out, Cancer. Shadow work. I do believe this card's only come out once before, and it was for you, because I know, because one of my special commenters drew it to my attention. You know who you are. So this is an extra major arcana in this deck, guys, and it talks about looking into our dark corners that sometimes we don't like to. What is lurking in your dark corners? What are your self-limiting beliefs? What are the parts of yourself that you may not be consciously aware of, or that maybe you transfer onto somebody else if your triggers come up? You know, triggers generally, when we're feeling triggered by somebody, it's generally because that's part of our shadow and we haven't integrated that for ourselves, right? And we're projecting it onto others. So this is a reminder to, you know, keep doing that work, and it could be something. This is the something that needs to be released, right? So shadow work is amazing, that by integrating our shadow is when we really become truly whole and truly powerful and magic. I actually have a print of that in my office where I edit my videos as my reminder to keep integrating my shadow. Three of Swords in the recent past. Yeah, some of you might be releasing something that's been quite painful for you. I have got the Queen of Pentacles as a current focus energy of Capricorn. It's making sense. Let's get your outcome energy out, Cancer. Hanged Man. King of Swords, minor arcana of Aquarius at the bottom of this deck. Let's clarify. Clarifying the Three of Swords for you, Cancer. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. There's a family situation for a lot of you, or maybe around money. That's the thing that we are working on. Clarifying Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Clarifying the Hanged Man. God, they're coming out very fast. Another King of Swords. And I've got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of this deck here. I really feel that whatever that needs to be released, the soul pattern, this contract, this past life, there's definitely some hurt and pain associated with it. And if you are still holding on to whatever that is, this might be what you're avoiding. You know, the heartbreak, the part where your heart is just exposed, you know, when we're feeling it all, and there's grief, shame, sorrow, hurt, all of that kind of thing. But if we don't go there, you know, then we don't get to the other side. And that is the first, you know, step on the healing process as well. So that's what I'm really seeing. And coming in with the Ten of Pentacles, called crystals in this deck, you know, I know it's the Ten of Pentacles and that can be the money card and be this kind of amazing card of home and stability and security. But when it comes in with the Three of Swords here, I'm reading this 10 as a completion. So I feel like some of you either lost a home, a family situation unraveled. It could be like a past, you know, situation where there were skeletons in the closet, you know, shadow work, past lives, all that kind of thing. Yeah, or just a breakdown, you know, in marriage or that sort of thing as well. For some of you, it could be in a debt situation, maybe a debt situation that's actually, you know, leading to losing a home as well. So I really feel that that's what some of you have journeyed, but just know that if you have found yourself, you know, out on your own after some kind of completion, you've got the Nine of Pentacles over here as well, which says you're coming out of this, you know, liberated. There's a sense of rebirth, like in that Unbound card. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is about somebody who's liberated, independent, self-sufficient, somebody who's doing it on their own, someone who's achieving, somebody who is rebuilding their life. It's not an overnight thing. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is a message that good things take time. But this is the real promise that if you focus your energies, Queen of Pentacles, that, you know, soon you are really going to be shining bright. So if you have lost, don't worry about it, Cancer, you know, don't worry about it. Five of Swords says, don't worry about it, you know. If we just stay in the charge of the loss, you know, then we're putting that out there to the universe and we're going to attract more of that back. So, Five of Swords and Queen of Pentacles, and let's stay with the Five of Swords for now. I mean, the Five of Swords is that energy of understanding that it was a losing battle trying to stay in this. It's about knowing that, you know, sometimes we just need to put down the swords and move away from a situation. It can be a state of conflict internally, externally. It is the sword, so it relates to the mind. But we really want to release that energy, because it's that energy of, doesn't matter how much you fight for this, it's never going to bring you to where you want. And that's why the cards here are saying, you know what, just release it. Feel into the hurt, refocus your energies and move on. Queen of Pentacles, card of Capricorn. Now, because she links to Capricorn, you know, it links to the devil energy. And what I often say when I see this card is that this person, you, has danced with the devil and is now refocusing your energy. You know, we've got this theme here of liberation, and the devil energy is what holds us stuck, what holds us stagnant or codependent or addicted, all these different things. And the message here is to ground yourself, refocus your energy. So we might be starting again with an Ace of Pentacles after losing 10 Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles is a master abundance creator, and it says that, you know, you really can, you know, start over and be really, really, truly successful again. Could be a Capricorn in your life as well. That's fundamental, you know, in your energy this week. It's very much like a mother, mother-in-law, auntie kind of nurturing energy. But also for you, Cancer, it means that you have the ability to go out there and earn the money, to run the household, to actually do it all. Just take those grounded, practical steps as well. That's what I'm seeing here. Now, it's so interesting here that we're ending on the Hanged Man and 2 Kings of Swords. So the Hanged Man sort of says that you might be at a little bit of a pause of like, okay, I'm not entirely sure how to move forward from here. So the Hanged Man is about taking that time to, you know, gather the insight, the information, the enlightenment that you need to move forward. This Hanged Man is hanging from the tree of knowledge, and it's not out of ignorance. It's about, you know, assimilating information, maybe, you know, using hindsight to kind of unpack what's gone on here. But, you know, you get to that aha moment where the light bulb goes on, and that's the liberation. That's when it's like, the release. I can release this soul contract, whatever it was. They talk about dying the death of the Hanged Man, and what better time to do that in than Scorpio season. You know, it's about, you know, they say it's kind of like going through the traditional grief process, and I know that it has changed the steps, but it used to be, you know, denial and bartering and anger, depression, sadness, through to acceptance. And it's when we accept what has gone on in the past, the endings and the hurt that we've faced, you know, what's happening in our shadow, that we can liberate ourselves, because it's the acceptance that helps us surrender. And when we surrender, that's when things change. I'd ask you to see things from a different viewpoint, and that might be seeing everything that's transpired here, seeing the losses as opportunities, because it's leading you into a place of greater alignment. It's leading you to truth, Cancer. So can you reframe your thinking? Can you reframe your thoughts? Maybe we just need to take a different perspective here. And who better to help you with that than the King of Swords, card of Aquarius in the Minor Arcana. The King of Swords again is about seeing the big picture, but it's with ultimate clarity, seeing that full vantage point. And from that place, Cancer, you can make a clear strategic decision on how to move forward. It's about having great vision, hindsight, being able to connect the dots as well. And it's when you have all the information. So it's kind of like what comes after the Hanged Man, seeking information, getting to the aha moment, and then it's like, armed with that information, I will now move boldly forth in my truth to claim my victory. And because of that, it transforms your life and you personally. And that's why the King of Swords has the butterfly motif on the throne, because it's transformative energy, and we're in a transformative time at the moment. So know that our pains, you know, really are our biggest gifts as well, because they lead us to truth, to authenticity, and to discovering who we really are. And from that place, Cancer, we start to move in true alignment with who we are, and that's when life starts getting really juicy. I love it. Ace of Pentacles was showing itself, and the Fool here as well. So I really feel like you are gearing up to walk a beautiful new path here, Cancer. So with that said, I will leave it there and wish you all the best with it this week, Cancer. Just keep in mind, general reading for a collective. Sometimes there's multiple themes and life areas that show up in these readings, and you just kind of have to look at it through the lens that works with your situation. Sometimes the whole thing resonates, sometimes it doesn't at all. That's fine, it just means it's not for you this week. If you're called to share, please do leave me a comment. I read each and every one. Try to respond to them all, and if I haven't responded, know that I most definitely read your comment. I still can do that. So I will see you back here, Cancer, for another reading next week. Have an amazing week. Wishing you much love. Bye.